So this is Christmas Eve 2018, right? We just had a 19.8, 20% decline from October to Christmas Eve. And at this point, everyone was panicked. And do you remember what drove this?
China.
What about China? Tariffs. It was a series of presidential tweets that drove the panic and all the stuff around that. And that's interesting. So then what happened when this happened right here? See that's May. May was a 7% decline that stimulated a flight from equities that we can measure. We can measure who leaves ETFs, who leaves mutual funds. We can see how many people are running from markets. And that 7% decline caused more people to run from markets than ran in 2008. So what does that tell you about the psychology in the world? It's existential panic. We are terrified of markets. Like the slightest blip, people just experienced this, then they just barely recovered, and then it dipped again, and people were like, give up, and they sold. And they sold en masse. Okay? So when we're talking about psychology, we just want to recognize this tendency in ourselves. Okay? Because the best thing we know is you build an appropriate portfolio, and you hold on to that portfolio, and you rebalance that portfolio. And that's pretty much the sum total of what you can do to add value long term. Okay? Because anything you do, I'm scared, I'm going to get out. Or, wow, look at Apple, I'm going to buy more, right? This is what ends up happening. If you miss the 5 best days, where's this? Here he goes. So if you invest $10,000 at the beginning of 1988 and you keep it invested until the end of last year, that $10,000 is worth $265,000. Just the S&P 500. If you miss the 5 best days, if you decide, you know what, right now I'm scared for some reason, I'm going to get out, and one of those days happens to be the 5% up day. 5 times, you cut it by an enormous amount. If you miss 50 days, your 265 is now only 25. So does anyone think they can pick the days they should be in and the days they should be out? Not in this room, but does anyone out there think they can pick? And I know some people in here were like, oh, I can do it. They're just not going to admit it right now, right?